The New England Patriots just added fuel to the fire. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron. This is Sports Talk Patriots. On the daily, pushing out Patriots content for people just like you who can't get enough Patriots football. We're week 2. We're jumping into the Seattle Seahawks game in Foxborough. We're going to be talking about a bunch of different analysis going into this week 2 game and possible injuries heading in, what things are going to look like for this game on Sunday. So jumping in, first of all, we're going to just jump into the betting odds. So Seattle Seahawks at the moment. Now, Kenneth Walker has not been ruled out. We'll talk about more of that in a minute. But Seattle Seahawks minus 3.5 points spread. So giving 3.5 points to the Patriots. Money line, so overall winner. Seattle minus 185. So they have the upper edge. New England plus 150. So not crazy different odds. This is more realistic than what we looked at last week with the Cincinnati Bengals odds. But still, it is wild to see a home team against a team like the Seahawks who had to make a comeback on the trash Broncos. They have the upper edge when it comes to the New England Patriots. So wild going into that. Now, the fuel to the fire that the Patriots are going to add are the fact that there are dozens of sports analysts, experts, quote unquote, that have said, hey, they predict that the Seattle Seahawks will beat the New England Patriots. So it is overwhelming the amount of people. I would easily say that 75%, whether we're talking ESPN, Bleacher Report, whatever, I'm trying to think, CBS Sports, Fox Sports, whatever, there have been a lot of people who have already came out and said, it's going to be the Seahawks, once again sleeping on the New England Patriots. Again, I'm not going to turn around and say the Cincinnati Bengals are some Super Bowl team. I'm not saying that. But as well, I'm not saying the Seattle Seahawks are some Super Bowl team either. I don't think they're going to be able to come in and just be able to run the show, drive the ball, do whatever they can on the Patriots in Foxborough. I think it's going to be a tough game for them. I think it's going to be close. The big thing will be the Patriots have to put up points on the scoreboard. And you're like, well, duh, that's obvious. Yes, I know. But again, look at last week. They won and they only put 16 points up. So they're going to have to put more than 16 points up to win these games. So also, I want to point this out, and I think this is huge, and I had probably 5 people in my comments on my video yesterday pointed this out, but that chart I brought up about the total defense rankings, passing defense, rushing defense from last year, I said, look at the Cincinnati Bengals. They were one of the worst, and they were like, hey, Aaron, look at that chart again, and the Seahawks are just as bad. And I was like, oh, wow. So this is going to be a good thing, should be a good thing for our offense. Seattle Seahawks, their defense, historically, we would look at their Super Bowl runs in the past, much better defense, a lot of Hall of Famers, but we look at it today, down, not as great. So that is going to be a good sign for the New England Patriots. Again, though, fueling the fire are these reporters, and you're probably like, Aaron, I don't know how many of these guys actually even look at this stuff. There's some guys that they scout, they're KD out there, they're scouring Twitter, they're fueling the fire, proving the haters wrong. And I do think we look at this take them to the hill rally cry, kind of this chip on our shoulder mentality. I think Gerard Mayo and these leaders on the team are going to galvanize this team to have that kind of mentality. And I love it because that's Michigan State football. Everyone's always like, oh, Michigan's better, Ohio State's better. And usually most of the time they are. Now, back in the day when they won the Rose Bowl in 2014, they were on a winning spree, and it was beautiful. It was awesome. And it was one of those things where that was always fueling the fire. Now, I think the Patriots, they obviously are at a rebuild, and I think a lot of people, again, are hating on them. They're already writing in the stories in, saying, yeah, they're going to be washed up, it's not going to work, blah, blah, blah. And so fueling the fire. Think it's great. Love it. Again, offense gets out there, proves everyone wrong, moves the ball just like they did last week against the Bengals. Brissett gets, if we get even just a minimum 200 yards plus 2 to 250 yards, and he gets at least a passing touchdown, maybe 2, that would be impressive. I think we win the game. So again, rushing, we win the rushing battle, and then Jacoby Brissett, we're going over 200, 250 yards, and you're like, Aaron, that's not a lot. Well, it's more than last week, and it's more than Geno Smith or Bo Nix had their week 1 game. So I think they can do that. We will see. I think we have the much better defense. Comment below. What do you think? Do you think this stuff like this is fueling the fire? What does it make you? What does it make you think? Does it make you upset? I want to hear it. So comment below. Last but not least, we're talking about Kenneth Walker. So as of right now, he is doubtful to play. They've came out and said that it's an oblique injury, and so with the oblique injury, they're not sure if, hey, do we want to try to push him in there? Try to get him to play. It's only week 2, and so I understand trying to figure out what the game plan is going forward with Kenneth Walker. You don't want to get him injured and then he can't play for a month or 2 months. So I understand being hesitant in this situation. For the Patriots, it's going to be really good. That would be a good situation if he didn't play. Again, they have some solid backups. Again, someone told me how I can never say the guy's name. ZC, that's what I'm going to call him. Golly. Someone put it down there. I can't remember. It was one of my usual, one of the OGs that watches all the time. I'm so sorry. You're probably like, this guy's an idiot. Listen, I teach PE. I love life. I love football. I mess up on names every once in a while. It is what it is. But I think that, again, we control that rushing attack and keep the passing game at bay. I think it's probably going to be it's going to be a low-scoring game. The over-under is 38.5, not 80, 38.5. So it will be interesting to see that. But Kenneth Walker is a major factor right there, a very, very, very big factor. So want to wrap this video up. What are your predictions when it comes to this game? I want you to comment below. Tell me. Tomorrow, I'm going to be putting out my video after the game. It's going to be just an analysis. We're going to break down some big plays, keys to the game, all these different things. And then we're going to be jumping in to week 3. So I will tell you my prediction. I think what is going to happen, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think that the final score is going to be 24-21 in favor of the New England Patriots. I think that New England is going to be able to shut down the Seahawks enough in the red zone and also win the turnover battle. So going to be big. They get into the red zone. Probably more than the Patriots, I'm going to say, at times, possibly in the first half, but they're going to get into the red zone, but the Patriots defense is going to shut them down. It's going to be big. Turnover battle, 1. Rushing battle, 1 by the Patriots. So what do you think? Comment below. Mine, 24-21. New England Patriots. We're going to roll to 2-0, and it would be glorious. Prove the haters wrong. Fuel the fire. Comment below. Tell me what you think. Again, this is Sports Talk Patriots. My name is Aaron. Before you bounce, hit me. Don't hit me. Hit that subscribe button, comment below. You guys rock. We'll talk later. Peace.